Are you worried about what happened? Like, if due to some disaster, your whole system, your whole production environment goes down and it can cost the business a lot of money. So, how to essentially protect your business from natural disasters and different sorts of problems? So, in this video, we are going to talk about that in detail. So, disasters can happen at any time, and when they do, they wreck your business and also your reputation. So, for every business, it is very essential that you must have a disaster recovery plan in place. So, the best way to do that is through a disaster recovery as a service. So, by doing that, you can protect your business and you can recover very quickly. So in this video, we are going to discuss that in detail. What is DRaaS? DRaaS stands for Disaster Recovery as a Service. It is a cloud-based solution that helps you back up your whole data, application, and whole system. So basically, in case of disaster, you can quickly and efficiently recover back. So disaster can happen in many ways. For example, there is a natural disaster, or there is a cybersecurity attack, or there is some human error. So DRaaS enables you to roll back to the pre-disaster state very efficiently. So moving forward, why DRaaS is essential for every business, we have like 6 7 points that we will discuss. So the first one is protect against natural disasters. So natural disasters such as earthquake, hurricanes, and floods can strike at any time, and when they do, they can cause significant damage to your business, and your business can go offline. Businesses that are not prepared for it can face very lengthy downtime and can lose significant amount of data. So using DRaaS, businesses can back up their whole infrastructure into another offsite location that is in another geographical location. So if there is a natural disaster, then they can recover from that backup and get the whole infrastructure running very efficiently and very quickly. So the next point is protection against cyber attacks. So cyber attacks are a very significant threat to business today. Cyber criminals can steal your data, they can corrupt your files and compromise your system, causing significant damage to your business. DRaaS helps you to go back to the pre-attack stage so that cyber criminals cannot affect your business in long term, and you do not have any corrupt files because you roll back to the pre-attack state, and in that way you can then improve your system security and like your business is up and running, so you are not compromised that much. So moving forward, protection against human error. So obviously we are humans, so we make mistakes. So it can be a case that somebody like a developer or a product engineer, they added new functionality, or they were working on some bug fixes, they added some code, and when they deployed it, so there is some problem and the system goes down, or for instance they accidentally deleted some files. So in that case scenario, DRaaS can help you to recover from these sorts of error very efficiently and quickly, so that you can minimize the downtime and there is less impact on the business. So the next point is minimizing the downtime. So for instance, your business has a lot of active users and then your business website goes down. So it can cost you a lot of money, and it can also affect the trust of your clients. So in that case, DRaaS can help you to efficiently recover your website in very less downtime. So it is like very different from traditional backups and restoring your website or your system from backups, because in that scenario it takes a lot of time. You set up the servers again and then like recover from the backup, so it takes a lot of time. But with DRaaS it is different, it is not like that. It is very efficient and it usually takes minutes to recover the whole infrastructure back. So it helps you stay up most of the time and have a very less downtime in case of any problem as well. So the next point is affordability. So DRaaS is a very affordable solution. In the traditional solutions, like if we need to have a backup of the whole system, it used to cost us a lot. And if we need to, first of all, it will take a lot of time once there is a problem to recover from all these traditional backup files. But in DRaaS, it is like very cost effective in a way that all the data is stored in another region, and then in case of any problem it will spin up at that time, so servers are not actually running. So it they will start running once we trigger the event that there is a problem in this main production environment. Then that DRaaS solution will spin up the environment in the other region. And there's another way as well, that is uh, warm deployment. Then there is another option as well, that is warm standby. Warm standby means that all your infrastructure is replicated over another region, but it has very less capacity. So then, in case of any failure or problem, then the capacity is increased once an event is triggered. Then the capacity of the servers are increased. So in that way, like you pay very less, so that's why like DRaaS is very affordable and very efficient. So the next point is scalability. DRaaS is a very scalable system. So in case your business grows and your data grows, DRaaS can help you in that as well. It is not like DRaaS is restricted for only small businesses or small application. In case of big applications, it can also work very efficiently. And DRaaS provides you a wide variety and wide range of different services such as basic backup, recovery, and more advanced features such as failovers and replications. And it basically replicates and keep backup of your data using streams. So it is not like point in time recovery like normal backup. Like in normal backup, like it is like point in time recovery, like, but uh, in DRaaS, like all the data is replicated using streams. So it is like more scalable using that. Plus, it has the latest state every other minute. So in that way, like if your system fails, like you can roll over like to the exactly the pre problem or pre disaster state. So the last point is compliance. So many businesses are subjected to compliance regulations that require them to have a disaster recovery plan in place. So DRaaS can help businesses to meet those compliance requirements, providing an offsite backup of their whole system and infrastructure. So how DRaaS actually works? So as discussed in the previous slides, so DRaaS basically keeps the backup of your whole data application system to another different region servers. So in case of any failures, that servers actually spin up all the infrastructure and the traffic is routed towards them, and your business stays up. And another option is basically warm standby. And that means actually like the whole system is running on another server at a different geographical location but with very less capacity. So in that way, tester can actually test that the warm standby is working actually fine and it is in accordance with the live environment or not. So in that way, they can also test their standby environment as well. So but that standby environment will not have that much capacity. It is like very less capacity, so it doesn't cost you much. But in case of any problem, an event will be triggered, and then like the capacity will be increased in time of minutes or seconds, and then you that instance will be ready to cater a huge amount of traffic. So next we will look into the AWS disaster recovery as a service. Now we will look into AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery Service. There are a lot of different disaster recovery services option, but like if you have your infrastructure on AWS, I would recommend you to look into that. So it is a very good option. Like it is very scalable and cost effective, and it helps you in all the way that we have discussed, like in the previous slides, all the problems that we have discussed, like human error, or it can be a natural disaster or cyber attack. Like this elastic disaster recovery will help you in that. You can see the block diagram that it you can set up the whole environment, you can test it, you can check if the backup is right, and you can operate it, and in case of any failovers you have the failback mechanism as well. So it is good, like you, I would recommend you to look into it, and you can check like how much it will cost you, and if you have a very critical application or your application has a lot of users, then it is a must have. And because like in case of any problem, if you have this in place, you will face very less downtime and you will have more peace of mind. But instead, like if you have done all the things yourself, like you have the backups and stuff, but in that case like you can face like a lot of downtime.